Good morning, students. This is the second lecture of Human Resource Planning. Today's topic of importance and advantages of manpower planning. The importance of manpower planning. The first step towards manpower management using available assets for the implementation of the business plans, coordinates and controls various activities in the organization, efficient organization and skilled labor, higher productivity. Some of the advantages are also given in the manpower planning. Manpower planning ensures optimum use of available human resources. It is useful both for organization and nation. It generates facilities to educate people in the organization. It brings about fast economic developments. It boosts the geographical mobility of labor. Again, there are extra importance and advantages of manpower planning. I told you. First is serve as talent pool. All organizations need individual with required set of skills, experience and education. This recruitment can be fulfilled by the appropriate human resource planning as defining the number and type of individuals is necessary to fulfill the need of the organization. The second is allow easy expansion and diversification. Organizations upcoming plans concerning diversification, modernization and growth can be successfully executed by human resource planning. It ensures proper and efficient completion of tasks by arranging right quantity of people with the right skills at the right time to tackle the challenging needs. The third is helps in budget formulation. It allows checking and assessing the cost of various processes and actions regarding human resources in the organization. Example, salary or other benefits are counter checked and planning is made for the budget preparation of various departments of the organization. Fourth is reduces uncertainties and change. For the proper working of an organization, both the components should be effectively utilized. If it is not done, there would be an anxiety in the organization. If the organization has sufficient non-human resources like money, machines and raw materials but lacks efficient human resources, then the manufacturing or production process cannot be initiated. Such uncertainties and changes can be reduced by proper human resource planning, as it helps in proper selection and placement of efficient people at the required place and time. In this importance of reduces uncertainties and changes, the mostly required for place and time, it is most important for the manpower planning. The fifth is controls labor imbalance. Controls labor imbalance. Human resource planning facilitates to maintain proper balance of human resources. Human resource should not be less than required nor should be in excess. Too less human resource causes underutilization of other organizational resources, while excess of human resource causes underutilization of human resource. Human resource planning helps in controlling this imbalance before it can become uncontrollable and expensive. The sixth is helps in training and development of employees. Due to consistent competition, there is a regular requirement to train and develop employees to make them capable enough for the organization. Human resource planning helps to identify the employees who needs to be trained. Therefore, it aids in fulfilling the organization future requirement regarding highly skilled staff. This is the six importance and advantages of manpower planning. Also the job analysis, also the manpower planning process. It is the first step in job evaluation and requires investigation of each job skills and personal attributes required to perform the job satisfactorily. Second is determination of duties and positions and characteristics of the people to hire for the company. This is the job description indicates what all a job involves. Job title, job location, job summary, working condition, reporting to the authorities in any organization, job duties, machine to be used, which type of machines used in the organization or industry or company, and hazardous. This is some of the example of a nursing superintendent. Which type of job have to be specification given in the job specification? Personal characteristics, physical characteristics, mental characteristics, social and psychological characteristics. There are four characteristics are given in the job specification. This is the types of job analysis: task based and competency based. In the task based job analysis, first is task, second duties, third responsibility. In competency based, technical competency and behavioral competencies. Job analysis program and its uses. This is the list of use in this job analysis program and its uses: recruitment and replacement, better utilization of workers, job restructuring, vocational counseling, training, performance evaluation, occupational safety. This is the methods of collecting job analysis information. First is interview, second questionnaire, third observation, fourth participant diary logs, fifth quantitative job analysis techniques, sixth is using multiple sources of information. The need for manpower planning. There are 10 need for manpower planning. The first is balancing employment, unemployment situation, In this first need of manpower planning, human resource planning tries to maintain a balance between the educated, unemployed, skilled youth of the nation and the skill requirement in the industry. The second is technological upgradation. There have been continuous upgradation in the marketing methods, management techniques and system of the production technologies in the industry. It has also demand modification and accordance with the job profiles. Human resource planning is required to plan the manpower needs accordingly to avoid the problems regarding redundancy, retraining, or redeployment. The third is changes in organizational environment. Means in the dynamic and ever changing business environment, organizations are always subjected to the various and breaks in their system of working. Therefore, it is imperative for the organizations to rely on human resource planning to strategically plan their manpower requirement. The fourth is diverse workforce. In this point, the present scenario of business environment workforce consists of people from different age, gender, social background, and culture having altogether different skills. An effective human resource planning is required here for proper planning for the manpower needs of the organization. The fifth is skill shortages, means lacuna in the skill. Uh, in this competitive era of business, the system of working in the organization is becoming more and more complicated on account of the special and rare skills required within the firm or accomplishing the task. Therefore, human resource planning has an important task of not only attracting the required potential but also ensuring to retain them in the organization. The sixth is government interference. Various legislative measures such as provision regarding the working conditions and working hours, restriction on child and women employment, contract labor, casual labor, etc., and government interference in the administration of the functioning of the firm have necessitated for systemic human resource planning for the firms. The seventh is judicial regulation. The judicial regulation is when employees were treated as objects within the organization. Judicial regulation means gone are the days when employees were treated as objects within the organization. The various legislative measures have strengthened the position of the employees in the organization. Various labor laws have been implemented to ensure that the employees do not face unjustified layoff, retrenchment, etc. Human resource planning is responsible for forecasting the requirement after considering this fact. The eighth point is justified recruitment. In an organization, it is very natural to get recommendation for the recruitment from various groups like trade unions, political groups, and personal resources. To avoid this type of partial recruitment, human resource planning must be strictly implemented in the system. The ninth is systematic concept. With the growth of the concept of people management, there has been a need to maintain the transparency in the system, which can be fulfilled by maintaining the systematic and transparent record by human resource planning. Lead time. The 10th is lead time. As new employees are being trained for the new job responsibilities and profile, sufficient time is required for the employees as well as for the management to assess the worth of employee and to assign him the task accordingly. Human resource planning provides lead time for all these issues. This is the 10th need for manpower planning.